Got something special here. A Banksy buck.
Oh, wow. Check this out. It's pretty neat, huh? Have you ever heard of Banksy?
No.
Well, he's like an artist.
You're telling me this is art?
Absolutely. This is a piece of
I got
artwork.
some swampland I want to see.
Banksy is a pretty controversial artist. A Banksy buck is basically a manipulated 10-pound note. I'm looking to get $1,000, the least amount, maybe 500 bucks.
So tell me what you got here, son.
It is a piece of artwork directly from Banksy. He creates street art that is obviously vandalism.
You're telling me this guy is famous because he breaks the law?
No, he's famous for the political statements that he makes.
Right. He does a lot of political satire, a lot of things about poverty and despair.
I think he even went over to Iraq and painted while there was a war going on.
Yeah.
Boss, he's such a hot artist that when he does a piece of graffiti on the side of a wall, they sell the side of the wall.
Okay. I've seen that before with Andy Warhol.
The old man might not know who Banksy is, but for my generation, he's one of the more edgy artists. It's hard to convince the old man that anything new can be worth money.
I don't know a damn thing about this Banksy or whatever you call him. Someone explain to me how come this is not counterfeit. It's very close to a 10-pound note.
Well, first off, it's got Princess Di and not Queen Elizabeth. Second off, up here it says Banksy of England instead of Bank of England. And third off, they all have the same serial number.
The only way that this would be considered counterfeit if I was to go and try and spend it. I am here today to sell it as art, and that's exactly what it's considered.
I've been dealing in art for many years.
Okay.
And to me, this is not art. This is counterfeit. These damn kids don't know what in the hell they're talking about. Trying to pass off counterfeit money as art? I'm about to throw Chumley out the window. Sir, what are you trying to get out of it?
$1,000?
Hell no. To me, it looks like a counterfeit 10-pound note. I've never heard of this guy, and I probably don't care if I do again.
This is a piece of fine art, boss.
It might be, it might not, chum. I ain't taking your damn word for it. So make the call. Let's get somebody down here and figure it out and go from there.
All right, let me go call him.
Having someone else come in telling me what it's worth is definitely welcome. I do have concerns that this could be fake. This is a counterfeit to begin with, so anyone can copy just like he did and counterfeit this piece.
Got something real special for you today.
A Banksy buck, very cool. They actually refer to these as die-faced tenors because obviously it's a 10-pound note and he painted Princess Diana's face on in place of Queen Elizabeth's.
They're telling me this is fine art. To me, it's a counterfeit bill.
Right.
That's why I called you in, to explain to him that it still has value as art.
Gotcha.
So this Banksy guy's a street artist.
Right, but he's really gone mainstream. It's an irony. He's totally counterculture, but he's become part of the culture.
Sure.
And his works are auctioned at, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm actually starting to get calls from people that have Banksys in their home. It's become more of a fine art than ever.
I learned something today.
About time you learned something.
Oh, shut up, Chumley.
My definition of fine art is something that's original, something that's thought-provoking. And even when Banksy was doing his graffiti art, it was fine art, in my opinion, because it was something that had social and political commentary as well as aesthetic value. It's certainly a counterfeit of a 10-pound note, but as Banksy's become more popular, now there's starting to be counterfeits of the counterfeit floating around. So see if I can authenticate this as a genuine counterfeit.
By all means.
All right. I'm noticing that there's a pretty tight dot pattern, basically a network of dots, and that's indicative of the offset lithographic process. So it was done on a press. It was done thousands at a time. And the paper, it's a thicker stock paper. It's not like a cheap copy paper or anything like that. So
okay.
I think you've got a genuine counterfeit.
Wow, that's awesome.
So what do you think it's worth?
Well, they're not that scarce. I mean, there's still quite a bit out there, and scarcity really rules the day in terms of value. Right now, you can find the authentic ones out there selling between that $300 to $500 range, I think.
Wow. No, I mean, we're looking at Banksy's work here, though.
Yeah, down the road, they might be more scarce, but right now, it is what it is.
Well, thanks, Brett.
Appreciate it. part of the allure and part of the reason why people are excited by him and collect him is because they don't know who he is, because he's a bit of a fugitive.
Chumley, you take care of this.
All right, well, you heard what he said. What do you think, man? What are you looking to get now?
Well, he said 3 to 5, so looking to get $500?
No, because that's what I'm gonna get out of it.
I thought I was gonna handle this.
Oh, shut up, Chumley.
Look, I really want to buy this from you, but you heard what Brett said. How about 300?
Being that he said 3 to 5, can we do 400?
Yeah, we can do 400. That's a deal.
Sweet.
Let's go write you up over here. Yeah, 400 bucks is a lot for this. But how often can you say you owned a Banksy bill?
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing today?
Doing fine. What do we got?
This is the United States Navy Sextant from the USS Hector from 1941.
Back in the day, they were a great precision instrument. That's how you knew where you were at in the middle of the ocean.
I use it to find my way home every day. I came to the pawn shop today to sell my Navy Sextant. A sextant is a tool that they use to navigate the ships with. I'm here today to sell it because I need money.
So how'd you get it, man?
I came across it from an old sailor that had bought it. It's the only one in existence from the USS Hector.
Tell me about the USS Hector.
The history is there was the Vulcan, the Hector, and the Ajax. I was on the USS Ajax. I was in the Navy.
Okay.
And these were 3 repair ships that were in the Second World War, Korea, and also in Vietnam. They were all highly decorated.
I've heard of them. I was in the Navy.
So you were in the Navy too, huh?
21 years.
You know, I've seen them a million times. I still don't exactly know how they work, and pretty much why would I? Have never been on a ship.
Well, they would go out on deck and they looked through this at the stars, and then they would set the latitude and longitude with these numbers on here.
The people had to know what they were doing. This is not something that a layman can use and make work. It took real skill to be a navigator. Put someone like Chumley in charge of one of these, he might set off for Hawaii and end up in the North Pole.
So what'd you want to do with it, my man?
I need to sell it.
Any idea of how much you're looking to get out of it?
Well, because we were both in the Navy and we're both good looking, I'll give you a deal on it today. You can have it for $390.
Thanks for the compliment, sir. You have people that collect precision instruments collect them, but at $390, I'm not comfortable. I would be comfortable at $200 for this. That way I can ask 3, take the first $275 and walk through the door.
I would negotiate with you. I'd come down some, what's split the difference between $200 and $390? What is that?
No, I can't do that.
$250, how about that?
And you go $260, $265? Now, I'd be comfortable with $265.
Corey, give him the $265, let's end it up.
All right, deal.
Thank you.
This is a very nice piece. Not like that GPS crap that people use to get around.
What do we got here?
This is a World War II original panoramic photo of the Las Vegas Army Airfield in 1944.
It took so many people to make those planes fly. This is probably a squadron of 10 planes. Look how many people's involved.
Wow.
I've always been fascinated by World War II. I believe the people who fought in it are heroes. We really need some work done on our house, so I had to sell some of my collection. I was hoping to get 500, but I'd probably take 200.
So where'd you get this?
I believe I bought it at an antique shop. I'm a teacher, and this is the kind of thing I would bring into my classroom if I was talking about World War II and the sacrifice that the men made. The guys had to fly at least 25 combat missions over Germany, and in some cases, over half the guys never came back.
I remember my father walking up to the front door when he came home from the war. I was a kid, it felt great.
This was a great time in American history. I mean, this was a war that literally every single person did something in the United States to contribute.
These men went through hell and back to make our country what it is today. That's why they're called the greatest generation. These days, I can't even get these kids to go to the store and back unless there's something in it for them. These look like B-17s to me. I'm almost certain that's what they are.
Didn't you and Chumley just fly in one of those not too long ago?
Yeah, we flew one out at North Las Vegas Airport. It was a little shake, rattle, and roll, but it was comfortable enough I got to take a nap, Corey.
That's because you can sleep anywhere. It's always cool to see photos from World War II. And the fact that this one was actually taken in Las Vegas makes it perfect for a shop. But unfortunately, just because it's a part of history doesn't really make it worth big bucks. So, how much were you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get $500 for it.
I'd like to have it, but I ain't gonna pay no $500.
You rode in one of these.
Yeah?
And I can get on a computer right now and print him out a picture if he wants one that bad. I mean, to be realistic with you, my man, I mean, we're talking maybe $40, $50 here.
Well, you know, you've got World War II. Las Vegas doesn't look like this anymore, so you've got, you know, your Las Vegas people are gonna want it. I could go 400.
It would be a hard sell. I would like to have it just to hang it in the store. I'm gonna push it up to 75, but that's the top of the mark, Corey.
How about 300? You're never gonna find one like this.
Look, I'll push it up to a $100 bill because I'd like to have it, but I ain't going no damn higher. You either take the 100 or you walk home with it.
How about you meet me halfway? I said 3.
I met you as far as I can meet.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to walk out with it.
Hey, thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
There's just no way I would have taken $100. I really think they could have got $500 for it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna have to sell some other things to get the money to remodel my home now.
Whoa,
Hey, you're back.
back.
Let me guess, you have a gun you want to sell.
You're right.
Rob's a gun guy. He comes in the shop a lot, and he always has some sort of interesting firearm to sell. All right, what do we got this time?
What I've got is a Savage Navy, 36 caliber.
Okay. Savage Navy. That is one ugly gun.
No, that's not an ugly gun, Rick. That's a Navy gun, and it's pretty to me.
This is because it has something to do with the damn Navy.
That'll work.
I came to the pawn shop today to try to sell my Savage Navy revolver from the Civil War. It's extremely unusual design. I keep coming back here because, hey, they keep buying my guns. What am I to do?
Yeah, this is really cool. I've never actually seen one of these things in person. I've never even had one in the store. They started making these in like 1862, 1861, somewhere around there?
They're making them right at the height of the war.
As long as they could make it different, they could make it and sell it, and the government would buy it, because the government would buy any gun at this point.
Well, like any entrepreneur, if there's money to be made, they found a way to make it.
Yeah.
That's the gun that resulted.
So basically, cock it with your middle finger, and then fire it with your index finger.
The thought was that was a good mechanism because you could fire them a little quicker.
I really don't see the advantage. More of a pain in the ass than it's worth. I mean, it's heavy, it's awkward feeling, it just wants to tilt down. One of the goofiest designs.
That's why I love it.
These two fools don't know what they're talking about. Anything to do with the U.S. Navy is high class.
So I'm assuming you want to sell this like the rest of them?
That's what I'm looking to do, that's right.
I don't know how important this screw is right here. There's just too many questions I have about this thing. Let me call someone in, let them look at it, and get an idea what I can pay for it. Okay?
That's all right, you bet.
All right, I'll be right back.
You bet. I can understand him bringing in an expert. He doesn't know how much I know and how much of mine is just smoke, so he needs to bring someone in to make sure he knows what he's getting.
Greg, how's it going, man?
Greetings, pawn shop brokers. How are you today? Yeah, the guys call me down when they get an antique firearm that they want to know more about. They want me to evaluate its condition, a value estimation, that sort of thing. This is what I would call a proto double action. It's one of the first double action revolvers, and the concept was that you could shoot a lot more quickly. In reality, not so much. The gun was very complex, so there was plenty of room for mechanical error and failure. Not very popular. They sold about 11,000 out of the 20,000 made to the government. The rest went to the civilian market. Why? Because the gun sucked. So this is civilian. It's definitely not a government-issued weapon. The interesting follow-on, though, is that the civilians often transported them south, and they became used by the Confederacy as well. And for that reason, it's a neat collectible. The Savage Navy is an interesting firearm because it's a technology that, while it led to the double-action revolver, the idea did not work very well.
It looks all there. I mean, there isn't any major damage to it besides the finish more or less being gone. There's a screw missing on the bottom.
Yep, you're right. I know what your next question is.
Yeah, how much is it worth?
Yeah. You know, the good news is it's not restored in any way, shape, or form. You know, usually when you get a gun that's in this type of condition, someone will have made an attempt to restore it. You know, it's going to be a civilian model, and that's going to be the primary driving force behind its price. Of course, condition being the other driving force. So
Okay.
I would say in its condition, as it sits, the gun's probably worth retail $1,800 to $2,000.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Take care. A bad idea means they don't make very many, and that's one of the ingredients for something being very collectible. If you've got a Civil War collection, you have to have one of these guns.
$800, Rick.
No, that's not going to happen.
No, I'm thinking more like $1,250 though. I really am.
You know, I was hoping to get about $1,800 for the gun. Okay,
Yeah, well,
I think
what
that's
we're
fair.
going to get out of it.
I think you'll do a little better. They're really hard to find.
I know they're a hard gun to find, but they sit around a long time. It's a weird gun, so
$1,650,
I'll go $1,300.
$1,575,
I'll go $1,300.
$1,550.
$1,300. I mean,
I can't do $1,300.
Sure you can.
No, I can't. 14 and a half. That's really the best I can do.
I'll go $1,350.
1,400, and I'll do that. And we'll shake hands, and I'll walk away, and you know I'm going to come back with some more cool stuff.
Yeah, I'll do $1,400.
All right,
I'll do $1,400.
touchdown.
Okay.
You got to us again.
Now that I got $1,400, I'm just going to find another gun and do it all over again.
What you got there, Gus?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Got a 1951 Yankees team signed baseball. Got about 22, 23 signatures on the ball. Joe DiMaggio, Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle, and it's a 51, the year they won the World Series. My grandfather went to a game in 1951 with my mother and received the autographs from a friend of his that was involved with the team. The baseball doesn't really mean a lot to me. It's got some family heritage, but it's a baseball.
It's a very interesting piece. What can you tell me about this?
51, that was Mantle's rookie year, Joe DiMaggio's last. So you got a critical intersection of history right here on that ball.
Can I see it? This would be perfect for the company softball game.
Chumley, I'm fixing to hit you. It looks like it's been run over by a truck.
The condition of this ball is fair to good. Signatures have faded, but you can read them, and I would be suspicious of any other ball that was a mint condition ball.
What you trying to do, sell it, pawn it, donate it?
I'd like to sell it. I think the ball's well worth $3,000.
Do you have any paperwork on it?
None whatsoever.
The way you sell this stuff is with authentication, because there's a tremendous amount of people with a ballpoint out there. I'm definitely interested.
Okay.
But I just want to have somebody that knows more than me look at this thing. It's not that I don't trust this guy. I don't trust nobody, especially when they're trying to sell me something.
If they want to bring in an expert, I'm fine with it, and I'd like to learn more about the ball as well.
Hey, old man, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Good to see you again. Chumley. I'm a forensic handwriting expert and the owner of Expert Handwriting Analysis in Las Vegas. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
That's why you're here.
That is why I'm here.
Okay.
I have obtained genuine signatures of all the players on the team that year.
Okay.
So what I will do is use those as examples and compare them to the signatures on the ball. When I first looked at the ball, it didn't have any obvious signs of not being authentic. Certain things that can be done to age a baseball would be abrasion to make the signatures look older than they are, or exposing it to unnatural elements such as lemon juice and sunlight. Right now, I'm looking at Mickey Mantle's signature, and I like what I'm seeing because Mickey Mantle had two different signatures. The first signature that he used in the 50s matches the signature on the ball.
Okay, that's good.
Which is good. Later, throughout the years, Mickey Mantle added a billowing shape. Almost, his M's start to look like sailboats. If you see that?
Uh-huh.
That tells me that this signature was from the right time frame, from 1951. That's good news. Good news for you.
What's the light for?
So I can see the handwriting on the ball.
Oh.
The signature that's in the best condition, I would say, would be the Joe DiMaggio signature. Joe DiMaggio had a real heavy writing style.
Okay, in your opinion, this ball is in, you can classify this as a real 1951 Yankees ball.
I do believe that this is a genuine 1951 Yankees baseball.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. The value of the ball is really subjective. It just comes down to what a buyer is willing to pay for it and what the seller is willing to get for it.
So what are you trying to get out of it, Clint?
I think $3,000 is a reasonable amount for the ball.
If the signatures was better shape, I'd say the ball's worth well over $3,000. In the shape it's in, it's not worth $3,000. I'll be glad to negotiate with you, but you're gonna have to come down a whole lot if we cut a deal.
What could you guys offer me on this?
I'm gonna shoot you a price. If you don't like it, don't hit me, but I'd be a buyer at about $800.
This is a historical piece above and beyond the signature factor of the ball, which I will grant you the signatures are faded.
I couldn't pay $3,000. And you gotta understand too that I'm tying my money up and I have to make a profit.
Well, I would respectfully decline.
The offer will stand. You're welcome back anytime.
I appreciate it.
When the price is not right, it's not right. And $3,000 was too much for that baseball.
Hey, what's up, man? The ants are in the back.
Ants?
You're not the exterminator?
No. This is the Ghostbusters Proton pack.
I believe at one point I had the full-on Ghostbusters jumpsuit.
I have one too. I'm a big fan of the movie Ghostbusters. Ever since I was a little kid, I fell in love with all the props, and since you couldn't buy them anywhere, I decided to just build it myself. I want to sell my Proton pack today because if I want to build more of these props from some of the other movies, I'm going to need the cash.
What the hell's this, Corey?
It's from Ghostbusters. This is the Proton pack.
Oh, okay.
Was it made for the movie, or did...
This is a replica that I built myself.
All right, so what was the plot behind it again?
It was about some guys that started a business in New York running around catching ghosts, and this was one of the primary tools that they used.
I know the big deal was that you can't cross the streams.
No, full proton reversal, the end of life as you know it.
Ghostbusters was a big budget movie for its day because it had a ton of expensive visual effects, like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Remember that guy? The part where he exploded at the end was done with over 50 gallons of shaving cream.
This was really a labor of love. I actually made trips out to Hollywood to the studio where they have some of the screen use packs on display, and I took detailed photos and measurements. It's all made of fiberglass and plastic and electronics. Some car parts, this is like a thermostat off of a 1958 Corvair. There's all sorts of brass fittings, pneumatic fittings. This cable was almost impossible to find. It went out of production in the early 80s. Even replicated all of these labels. I took photos of them, had them printed at a sign shop. You have to be able to find all these parts and then also have the technical ability to wire it all up.
How's this damn thing work?
Well, this is an unlicensed nuclear accelerator that shoots a proton beam. So when you press this button, it fires. You want to try it out?
Why not?
Just press that button there. See how much fun that is?
It's neat.
So what are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get at least $2,000 for it.
It ain't no damn way.
I think here you ought to be able to sell it for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
I think I could probably sell it, man. I just don't know when.
All you have to do is find another nerdy fan like me who has too much money in his pocket.
The problem is a lot of nerdy fans spend all their money building stuff like this instead of buying it. I could see doing like $800 on it, man.
I'd have to have a little bit more than that. Could you do like 15?
I'll go $1,000. That's as far as I'm going, Corey. The only reason why they look good in the store.
Come on, you can do $1,200.
$1,000, man. That's the most I could pay for it. This is one of the more ridiculous items I've even heard him agree to buy.
1,050.
If I give you 1,050, you're gonna feel like you won?
Yeah.
All right, dude, 1,050, all right. Meet me over there, all right, Shep?
Take the pack with you.
I think the old dude would make a good Ghostbuster. He was trying to pretend like he wasn't into it, but I could tell he was having fun.
You wanna go watch Ghostbusters?
Hell no, you get your ass back to work.
I wish I could have got a little bit more money than 1,050. I had probably that much in it, but now I've got some money and I'm in Vegas.
Got something here for you.
Hey, boss,
What?
come check this out. You didn't notice a 6-foot Indian walk through the door?
Somebody I was looking for somebody to replace you anyhow.
Probably get more work out of him.
That's stone cold.
I decided to go into the pawn shop today and sell this old Indian statue. My grandfather owned a tobacco shop. He had the Indians sitting out front, and I used to play there when I was a kid. But I have no need for it, so somebody told me that might be worth some money. So I thought I'd check it out and take it to the pawn shop.
So tell us a little bit about it.
It's about 6 foot tall. It's hand carved, and it's about 150 pounds. It weighs a lot.
The cigar wooden Indian came to be the symbol for a tobacco shop back in the late 1800s. So the people that couldn't speak English and couldn't read English would know where to go.
So I'd look for the Indian holding the hamburger.
Yeah, you would, Chumley. Native Americans are commonly associated with tobacco because they introduced it to the Europeans. These statues are less common today, but you still find them in cigar shops from time to time. I'll be honest with you, it's quite nice. The paint's not faded, it hadn't been out in the weather or anything, and they did a pretty nice job on it.
Yeah, it's nice artwork on here.
What are you trying to do, guys? Sell it, pawn it, donate it?
I'm trying to sell it.
What are you trying to get out of it?
I'm looking maybe, I think it might be worth around 9.
That might be worth 9 retail, but I'm not in the retail business.
What do you think's a fair price?
I'll give you $400 for it.
How about 6?
I'm not trying to beat you up. If you want to sell it, I'll give you $400 for it. I ain't gonna pay over that. Somebody walks in, wants to give me 6, it's gonna find a new home. That's what I can do.
400 sounds fair. I'll take it.
Chumley, go write this up and put it in the buy room. These things are not as collectible as they were back in the day, but they're neat, and I'm sure I can find a buyer. What you got?
A commemorative plaque of Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore, pretty cool. This was the largest sculpture ever done in the world, as far as I know, up to this point.
Nobody could build anything like that now because of regulations and tree huggers.
I came down to the pawn shop today to sell my Mount Rushmore commemorative plaque. I'm looking to sell it to help out my brother. I'm looking to get $1,000. The least I'll take for it, maybe $900.
Where did you get this thing?
Actually, I inherited this.
Mount Rushmore by Lincoln Borglum. All right, do you know anything about it?
Gustav Borglum was the guy that actually carved out the 4 presidents at Mount Rushmore. The son, Lincoln Borglum, his father had died, so he finished Mount Rushmore in October 1941.
So this was done by his son?
Yes, Lincoln Borglum did this one. It was a tribute to his father.
Okay. Most people don't realize Mount Rushmore wasn't publicly financed. He got donations for it.
Yeah.
It was an amazing project. I know the noses are like 20 feet long. They did some really interesting techniques to do it. There was blasting, there was jackhammers. He picked Washington, the founder of the country.
Right.
Jefferson, the founder of the laws of our country.
Okay.
Lincoln started equality.
Right.
Roosevelt, that was basically who made us a world power. This is one of the greatest landmarks in the United States. It took hundreds of men, thousands of pounds of dynamite, and took 14 years to complete. This right here says it's pure silver?
Yes, it's 30.8 ounces.
Stamp 999 silver right there, so
correct.
There's close to $1,000 worth of silver here.
Yeah, I can melt it.
No, don't melt it.
You'll never lose buying precious metals. That's why we call this place the gold and silver, not the copper and lead. Actually, copper's over $3 a pound, so I'd probably take that too. What are you trying to do with it?
Trying to sell it.
How much you looking to get out of it, sir?
Well, I was looking to get $1,000 on it.
800 would be better.
It's more than $800 worth of silver in there.
I know.
You're right in the ballpark. Can I give you 900 bucks?
How about $950?
$950 we can do. People will pay good money for a collectible like this. And even if it doesn't sell, the value of the silver is worth more than I paid anyway. So I feel pretty good. You sorting scrap?
Yep.
One of the things my dad loves to do around here is sort through the silver. He wants to figure out what gets scrapped, what gets sold in the showcase. Then this definitely should not be here.
Why not?
Because I could sell it for more than the scrap. I don't know why you want to scrap all the silver. It's just weird to scrap it to begin with, all right?
The way I see it, we scrap it and profit automatically. The only thing my idiot son does automatically is lose hair. It's silver, son.
You can't scrap George Washington.
Why not?
Because you can't. It's wrong. So what do we got here?
Well, this is my antique chest.
You get it off a pirate ship or something?
I wish. I'm coming in the pawn shop today to try to sell my antique chest. I'm looking to sell this chest because we're redecorating and it doesn't match anything. I paid $2,000 for it and I'm hoping to at least get maybe double my money.
So do you know anything about it?
Not really.
To me, it looks like it came from a ship or a stagecoach. I think this is what they called a bullion chest, where they transported gold and silver. They were extremely heavy, so people couldn't run off with them, and they were locked very well where people couldn't break into them.
Okay. I can tell it's old. It's hand wrought iron. It's hand-hammered rivets. I mean, and the rivets are wrought iron. They're not steel.
The moment I saw this chest, I started drooling. I've never seen anything like it. It is super unique.
Was there anything inside it?
Haven't been able to open it.
Have you had a locksmith look at it? Because you got a key right here.
Yeah, I had a couple try to open it, but nobody was successful.
Did you try and shoot it open?
No comment.
I mean, it's got a little hole here and a big hole in the back of it.
I'll be honest with you, I'm intrigued. I want to know what's inside that damn chest.
I mean, yeah, especially if you paid that much money, you wouldn't want to put a crowbar on it.
No way.
I'd really like to know what's in it before I made you an offer.
To be honest, I'd like to know what's in it before I sell it.
Before we negotiate, we have to know what's inside. Because if there's an important coin or document, it could make it worth a lot more money. I have one guy I think can get into this. Let's give him a call. Let's see if I can get him up here, and
We'll go from there.
We'll go from there. That's all I can tell you.
Sounds fine to me.
I've been in this business for many years, but I don't think I've ever had anything come in here that could be as valuable as this chest. But it depends on what's inside.
Oh man, this is the chest.
Yeah, this is it, man.
I'm an expert in antique arms and armor, and I've been collecting since I was 10, and I've been dealing professionally for over 20 years. So what are your concerns?
Yeah, I just need to get it open, and you can tell me how old it is and what it's worth, and maybe we can make a deal. We're baffled.
We're in a fog right now.
Normally when someone brings in an object, we know what they have. In this case, we have no idea because we don't know what's inside the chest. And none of us want to start throwing out numbers until we know.
It definitely predates the 20th century. This is not even 18th century. This would be early 17th century, even late 16th century. This was the typical form for the strong boxes. And because they didn't have a banking system back then, this is a real treasure chest. This escutcheon plate on the front was to deter a would-be thief to try to break into this, but this was false, completely false, just as a kind of a fooling technique. And I can also tell just by the patina that this wasn't a recent bullet hole, okay? It may not have been from the 17th century or the 16th century, but it's definitely, you know, a musket ball hole.
Not only is this thing real, but the hole was made by a musket ball, and that's the kind of thing collectors dream about.
You know, your mind kind of goes crazy wondering how that got there. You know, was there a guy that was trying to break into this thing? Did he pull out his flintlock pistol and shoot it out of frustration? You know, were they traveling with this treasure chest and maybe being chased by highwaymen? I don't know, but I mean, the mystery is there.
So you think you can open it?
Well, now granted that this is a working key, and I'm hoping that it is. Chances are I'm going to be able to get it open. But there's only one way to find out.
I really hope Sean can open it, because the rest of the negotiation really depends on what this chest contains.
This key is going to operate a very intricate mechanism that's contained within the lid of this chest. Now, I'm not going through the front. This is the brilliant part, and how they made this and came up with this idea back then is just mind-boggling. This is actually where the key goes. And this is a little hidden by a spring. The key would go into the top, okay? Now this may or may not work because you need a lot of strength to open these things. Okay, lift up.
It's empty.
Yeah. No, like, pirate scrolls or anything.
Well, not what I was hoping for. A little disappointing.
I know everybody was let down, once we opened this thing and there was nothing in it. But the chest itself still is very, very valuable. It's very rare. And the fact that this is in wonderful condition, hasn't been cleaned, hasn't been restored, it's still a very valuable item. Well, if you can see the mechanics of this, one key turns and moves all these locking bolts that lock it underneath this lip. The technology in this box was so far ahead of its time. The designer had one key motion to affect 8 bolts. I mean, it's mind-boggling. Watch your fingers.
So how much is this thing worth? 50, 60 bucks?
It would be worth. There's not a lot of these out there. How many still exist? I don't know. In an auction setting, anywhere from, say, 7,000 to 12,000 is conservative. And the fact that it's got a bullet hole in it, that kind of adds to the flavor. Realistic street value, I would say anywhere from 5,000 to 7,000 is realistic.
Well, thanks for coming in, Sean.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Hell, I'm tired of pussyfooting around with this chest. It's time to negotiate. Okay, what do you want for it?
I understand that could get as much as 7, maybe 5 or 6, and we can negotiate that?
I'd give you like $4 grand for it.
It's 4,000 cash, go a long way, my friend.
I don't disagree with that, and I really don't want to bring that back home.
Well, if you don't want to bring it back home, I'll give you 3,000.
I'll bring it back home for 3.
I refuse to go higher than $4,000. The street value on this thing is $5,000, and that doesn't leave a lot of room for profit. Like I said, I just really want it. I just want to cut to the chase, and that's what I can give you for it.
If 4,000's a firm offer?
Firm offer.
All right, we have a deal.
All right, let's go up here. We got to do some paperwork. Honestly, I'm really happy with the deal. The chest is amazing, and I got it for a really good price. Now, I just got to go put some gold in it. Hey, what can I help you with?
Howdy.
What do we have here?
Maps and battle plans of the Battle of Iwo Jima.
Well, these aren't top secret anymore, are they?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
Decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell my maps and battle plans of the Battle of Iwo Jima. It's one of the most well-known battles of World War II in the Pacific. The raising of the flag on Mount Suribachi. That's one of the most famous pictures of World War II there is.
So how did you get these?
They were my dad's. He was a landing craft operator, took the Marines on the beach. His name is on the papers itself. These were his papers.
W.D. Coxwell?
No, W.D. Fields Coxswain.
What's a coxswain?
Coxswain was the steerer of the boat. He was in charge of the boat.
My dad actually carried these maps into the battle itself. They were briefed on this beforehand. They were all top secret. No one knew of exactly what was going on until the actual battle itself. All these maps show the different depths of tides, certain times of the day, what was in each certain section of the beach.
Iwo Jima is only 650 miles from Tokyo. Capturing that island meant that we could reach their largest city, and this was the key to victory. They put thousands and thousands of people on this beach in a matter of hours, son.
And it was one of the biggest battles in the Pacific.
This is the view the Marines had as they made their way onto the beach. This guy's dad knew this map by heart, but when he saw that beach for the first time, he must have been terrified. You really, really got me here. What did you want to do with it?
My daughter's getting married. I'd like to sell it.
I mean, it's really, really unique. I mean, it really tells a story about what went on that day, which a lot of people would really be interested in. The only thing I can think of right now is I have a friend, he's a curator of Clark County Museums here.
Okay.
Let's have him take a look at him. He can sort of give me an idea of the rarity, or I can come up with a value.
Yeah, well.
Go from there?
Yeah, we got to go from there.
Okay. All right, cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
What's going on, Mark?
Hey, old man, how you doing? Haven't seen you for a while.
Oh, I'm all right.
I'm the administrator of the Clark County Museum System. I'm passionate about the role and value of museums and the role of artifacts and how we can use that to learn about history. These are interesting. These are very nice. So how did you come up with these?
My dad was a landing craft operator.
So he was at Iwo Jima?
Yes, he was.
Well, I doubt whether he met my dad, but my dad was there as well.
They could have waved at one time.
They could have, indeed. The Battle of Iwo Jima began in February of 1945. The idea was to take the island and use it as a base for bombers as part of the strategic bombing campaign over Japan. What's interesting about them is, if you notice, the date on them is the 4th of July, 1944. The invasion wasn't until February of 1945. So these are much earlier. And they talk about it coming from aerial photography, from aerial photographs. They thought that the invasion would be relatively easy. It didn't turn out to be an easy one, unfortunately. One of the oddities with Iwo Jima is that it's volcanic sand there, and it turned out that volcanic sand made very good concrete, which was not a good thing for our side because the amount of fortifications that were built into it, the tunnels and all of that, it was very difficult to get into. It was going to be a bloodbath no matter what we did. The Japanese knew that we were coming. They knew that Iwo Jima was a logical place for us to next invade. That's why they spent the amount of money and the amount of manpower to fortify the island to the extent that they did.
So these were actually used in the field?
Yeah. He would have needed to have this to know, okay, if you're going in on Blue 1, this is what you need to be aware of the beach that you're going into. The interesting thing is where it says Hot Rocks, that's what they called Mount Suribachi on the plans. So that's correct on these. To me, documents like this bring alive the battle. The bullets are flying, the machine guns are going, the mortars are going, the bombs are going. All of this is going on, and he's got this thing in his pocket. And you see it, and it just makes it real. 40,000 men were killed or injured. And when you think about that, 40,000 men fighting and dying for this chunk of land out in the middle of the ocean. As late as 1951, the last two Japanese in the tunnels on Iwo Jima surrendered. It's 1951. They were still hiding out in the tunnels there. So these speak very directly to the battle. It's a wonderful piece.
Mark, have you got any idea what the value is?
Well, you know I'm not going to give you a price on it.
I know that, but how rare are they?
My guess is that these are extremely rare. I don't think you're going to find another one in your lifetime. You know, you should be really proud of what your dad did as well.
Very much so, yeah.
This speaks directly to what his experience was in World War II. Thank you for bringing
Thank you. I'm very pleased.
Not a problem. Rick,
All right.
Good to see you again.
Thanks again, Mark.
Thank you, old man. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
This was great. I learned a lot about these documents, and I feel confident about making an offer now. I just hope we can make a deal, as I'd love to have these. All right. Now we got a better idea. What do you want for it? That's the problem. You know, when you don't have something to compare it to, it's really hard coming up with a price.
After talking with Mark, I got pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different stuff.
Like I said, I'm just trying to generate some money for my daughter's wedding. Make me an offer.
Okay.
$1. The problem you have with a one-of-a-kind item like this, you don't know what it's worth. It could be peanuts, or it could be the whole peanut farm.
I can't come up with a clue of what this stuff is worth, and I'm just taking a real shot in the dark here. I'll give you $2,000 for the stuff. I mean, that is a complete shot in the dark.
Way back in my head, I had a little number, like 35.
No. But it's not my number.
Yeah. 27.
It's a big pig in the poke. You know that.
I'll go 22 on it. How about 24?
2,300.
Done.
23, it's a deal.
I'm really happy the way this turned out for everyone. He got some good money for his daughter's wedding. We got a piece of American history, and I can't wait to tell some of my veteran buddies about it.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
This is it. What do you think?
Well, it's definitely different.
What in the hell is this thing?
It's an Electric King, mid-60s, little electric car.
This looks like something Mr. Potato Head would drive.
I came to the pawn shop today to sell my little electric car. I did some work for a guy, and he gave it to me as partial payment. I'm hoping to get around $3,500. I guess I'd take 15. I know they got to make money, too.
So how fast is it?
25, 30. It'll keep up with the moped.
It's an Electric King?
Yeah.
So that would make it late 60s, early 70s. It was designed to be a cheap commuter car. It was pretty much maintenance-free.
Rick, this thing can make a hell of a golf cart.
Really couldn't be a golf cart because there's no place to put your clubs.
Put some racks on the back.
That's my old man. He loves just about any old car, even if it's an electric one from the 60s that no one's heard of. So how does this thing drive?
Can I show you?
Sure.
Turn the key on. Here's your forward and reverse toggle switch. Then you push this forward for forward. Pull back for stop.
This thing be like a beer can in a collision.
Sure you guys don't want to go for a ride?
No, I don't think the three of us would fit in it.
Nah. You don't know what you're missing.
That's got to be the most unnatural thing I've ever seen.
It does take some getting used to.
This car can't decide if it's a golf cart, a bumper car, or the world's oldest Prius. It's weird, but I like it. So how much you want for this thing?
I'm thinking around 35.
Dollars?
Nah, 100.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's something I can do with it. I don't think people collect these things.
Well, you never seen one.
I've never seen a petrified dinosaur turd, but I don't think there's a market for one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't mean to beat you up, but I'll give you $500 for the thing.
$500?
I mean, I got to figure out something to do with it. This is not going to be an easy sell.
Oh, come on. How about $1,500?
I mean, I'll go $600, and I don't even know why I'm doing it. I still don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it.
That's the best you can do?
That's it.
That's it.
I guess 6 it is.
6 is the deal, man. Let's go write it up.
The reason I settled for 600 is it's been taking up space in my building for too long. I'd have been happier with 15.
Whoopee!
Dad, what in the hell are you doing?
Hey, this is pretty cool. Whee! What do we have here?
We got some vintage Mickey Mouse phones that I've been collecting over the years. My girlfriend's moving in, so we needed to clear some room for her shoes. So I got a lot of Mickey Mouse stuff in general. I got cookie jars, bed sheets, skateboards.
And you got a girlfriend?
I decided to come down to the pawn shop today and sell my vintage collectible Mickey Mouse phones. Some have the rotary, so you just spin it. You don't see that anymore, especially that Mickey Mouse. I believe this one is probably the oldest out of the collection here. It's got to be around the 70s, probably late 60s. Of course, this is like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Do they all work?
They should.
So you didn't try them?
I didn't want to, you know, waste them up by plugging them in. They're collector items.
Mickey Mouse is the king of all cartoon characters. There's buku collectors out there on these.
What's buku?
A lot.
Yeah, I know Mickey Mouse is a really big character. I've been collecting him for years.
Are you in the Mickey Mouse Club?
With all these phones, I should be, but unfortunately not.
Oh. There's no shortage of Disney collectors, and these phones are cute. They'd be an easy sell for us, but we got to buy them cheap. It's simple as that. So what you want to do, son? You want to sell them, pawn them?
Yeah, I think it's time to sell them.
Have you got a figure in mind of what you want?
Yeah. I was thinking that with these two rotary runs right here, I could probably get 100 apiece. And the two in the middle right here, they're a little bit later, probably 75, and then 50 for this guy right here. Maybe 350, 375 for all of them.
I was thinking a little lower. I'm looking at about 250 for the lot, son.
Because I was thinking this one by itself should be 100, and these two should at least be over 50.
You figure it any way you want to. 250 is where I want to be on these.
You know, these are collector items.
Well, you got to understand, son, I'm not a collector. Whatever I buy, I have to resell. I have to have a margin in there where I can make some.
I would say at least 300.
We can go to 275, but I'm not going over that.
Well, I guess it beats 250.
All right, you got a deal. Chumley, write him up.
Meet you up there.
Hello. Hello. Damn it. Hello. Damn it. Get these damn phones off my desk. Oh my God.
Awesome.
What in the hell you got here, son?
I've got 2 dummies that I'm dying to sell.
I got enough of them working for me.
I decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell my 2 beautiful Western dummies. I had them for years, but I need the money right now. Business is slow, times are rough.
And where in the world did you get these?
Well, I used to do Western shows, you know, and parties and different things, and I decorate with them. Used to sit them on barrels and cactus and stuff like that. They're all hand-painted. The manufacturer has a series of about 144 different heads. You choose your head, you choose the mustache, you choose the look, and they put them together the way you need them.
Well, they're really interesting, and they are cuter than hell. These dummies are used in museums, restaurants, amusement parks. They look good, and they can be worth a lot of money. But there's not too many people coming in looking to buy them.
All the joints work. You can place them any way different, you know, fold their arms, you know. The head turns, you know, 180 degrees. People think they're real. Sometimes if I'm going to a really bad neighborhood, I'll put one in the car, and no one will mess with the car. You know, they'll think there's somebody in it.
Do you ever use them in the carpool lane?
No, but that's a great idea.
I want these dummies, and I think they'll look good in the shop. And that's about all there is to it. If the price is right, we can make a deal. It's just simple as that. How much you want for them, guy? What you trying to do?
Well, I paid about $1,000 for each one of them.
Well, that's not my problem. If you want it, I'll give you $500 for the pair.
That's a little bit lower than I had in mind. I was hoping I can get $350 a piece.
I'm not going to go no higher. I mean...
All right, I need a moment, maybe just to think about it.
Okay, no problem.
All right. I'm going to take the offer.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really had to think about the $500 offer. I paid way more than that, but after thinking about it, I decided to take the offer. I just need the room, I need the money. Although it feels like I'm giving up, you know, really good friends.
Chumley.
What's up, Rick?
Chumley buying stupid stuff again.
What?
How long have you worked here?
7 years.
Well, congratulations. You just bought the stupidest thing you've bought in 7 years. Just tell me how much you paid for them.
I didn't buy nothing.
What are you talking about?
The dummies in the back.
I bought the dummies.
You gotta be kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
How much did you pay for them?
$500 for the pair, but I had nothing to do with it.
You paid $500 for them?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why?
Yeah, because I like them.
Dad, this is not a toy store, it's a pawn shop.
I've been doing this a lot longer than you have, son. Ed and George gives an ambulance to the store.
Ambulance?
Aviance.
And who is Ed and George? Did you name them?
Yes, I did, Ed and George.
Dad, I'm remodeling the store. I'm trying to make it look nicer, okay?
And it does, and they help. So you just cool it. What the hell are you two looking at? How about going to do something for God and country? Go to work.
You want me to go throw away Ed and George?
You throw Ed and George away, it comes out of your damn pay.